Am I ready? Am I close enough to you guys? Can you see me? Like, how is everything going on? So I am doing this video today just to rate my first Juvias Place palette that I got, but I don't remember which year it was. So here are all of my Juvias Place palettes. Wow, they can't even hold in the frame. Let me see if I can just zoom out. So this is all of them, right? Ooh. I dropped one the other day and a bit of the shadow fell out, so I gotta be careful. So for my first set of least used are these four palettes. So the Nudes by Juvias Place, the Chocolates by Juvias Place, then the Deuce palette by Juvias Place, and then the Warrior 3. So so chocolate and the nudes haven't been used yet because they're new and I haven't dived into them. So this is what they both look like. One thing that I like about Juvias Place matte and shimmery colors, the mattes, they are usually true to color, give or take the darker they are. The shimmer is almost like a cream, it just glides on effortlessly. So that's one thing that I like about their cream. Their shimmery colors, not cream, shimmery, they feel a little bit wet, creamy. So I'm trying these two shimmer shades, this one and this one, from the Chocolate palette. I'm gonna swatch it on the back of my hand right here, and the other one right beside it, like so. So that's those two. These are the shades right there. Okay, and I'm gonna swatch them from the first one, which I say is a chunky looking one, then the other two, and that's what those three shades look like right there. Alright, okay. Warrior 3 palette is new, just the same. I've dabbled in a few of the color but not necessarily using this palette on its own. These are the shades. You have 7 matte and 2 shimmer. This blue and this silver is the 2 shimmer shades, and I'm gonna swatch them so you see. I'm gonna swatch a few of them. So I'm gonna swatch the yellow, which is a hard shade to get. I'm gonna swatch the green, I'm gonna swatch this pink, and then I'm gonna swatch the purple. Green, oh sorry, green, yellow, pink, and purple. That's how they look, and let me show you the palette again so you see that these colors are true to color on pan. Like, look, see? So the Deuce is, because it's a pastel color scheme, the most that I get use out of it is these two colors right here, these two pinky colors, Tart and Puffs, Tart. Depending on the color, the background of the color that you put Tart on, it reflects as pink or purple. So I'm gonna show you how it looks. So using the purple and the pink from the Warrior 3 palette, I'm putting it here, and then I'm gonna try it on the purple. Okay, so that's how it looks on the pink. And that's how it looks on the purple. Like I love that. I love the, from I found this shade, I was like, ooh. I mean, if I don't love this palette for anything else, I love it for that color. And trust me, I get a lot of use out of that one color. Tarte is the in the Deuce palette. The next set of palettes now I've used maybe once or twice. It's not untouched, but it's not like I love. I grab for these palettes every day, all day, or for most looks that I do. I'm gonna start off with the Nomad's palette. The reason I haven't used the Nomad's palette so much, and you can see there it's barely been touched, is because it is one of the newest palettes that I got, but I've been playing with these two yellow shades. I've been liking them for some reason, so I'm glad that I got this. So I'm gonna show you what they look like, so you know the reason why I've been playing with it. So one has a little shimmer in it. This palette doesn't have any name on it. It has a little bit of fallout. So this one in the middle here has a little bit shimmer in it, and this one is solely matte. So I'm gonna swatch it on the back of my hand and let you see what's happening there. So the one with the little shimmer, right, and then the true matte one. That's how both of these colors look. So you see, even without a base, you can pick up that this is yellow. That's what I love about this color, those two colors. And I can swatch a few other ones for you. It has two shimmer shades, which is this one and this one right here in the second row here. So I'm gonna swatch those two for you, and then I'm gonna choose two of the other matte shades. I'll try these two shades here, so you see. Alright, so that's how they look. So pretty, yeah. Alright, moving on to the next palette that is in this section of least used. I'll start off with the Warrior palette. So the color scheme is golden brown shimmery shades, and it only gives me 3 matte shades, and it's this one, and this one. And for this shimmery shade palette, I feel like I've been drawing for other palettes to use this, so because of that reason it's not one of my go-to palettes, but it's definitely good for those neutral tone looks, everyday makeup wearing person. You're going to work, you can definitely wear this at night out, and you want to wear something golden, yes, you can use this. You can use some of them as highlighters as well, because of how shimmery they are. So I'm gonna swatch a few of them. I'm swatching. One thing, I can't pronounce some of these Juvias Place palettes, so I don't eyeshadow names, so I don't even try, so forgive me for not trying, okay? And again, they feel very creamy. Boy, like, look at that. Glides like a charm. Glides. Ooh, wow. One swipe. Look at that. Wow. Can you imagine using these as highlighter? Not going ham like this, but you know, you definitely get into it. So the next least used one is the Magic Mini, mainly because these are not colors that I would grab to normally, but if I'm doing a particular look and it requires like metal green like this, iridescent blue silver, this iridescent purple blue is really pretty, or the pinks, you know, you're always doing some pinky look, so this and this is very good. And also this golden tone, I really like this palette, but it's just that it's not, I wouldn't use this palette on its own again. Yes, you can definitely create looks, but it only has 1 2 3 4 5 6 matte shades, and it's not necessarily, let me point them out. 1 2 3 4 5 6. Those are the matte shades, like bruh. For the kind of gal that I am and how I do my makeup, it's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. The next palette that I would say gets, I can't choose between the Masquerade and the Saharan too. So the thing is that I can't choose. Wow. Alright, I'm gonna say the Masquerade palette, mainly because I don't necessarily grab for this palette ever so often, but the shades, as I get, again, as I said, if you're going for some vibrant looks or some unusual looks, definitely you can dabble in this palette to see how the colors will look, and they are true to palette, as true to color as you're seeing. I'm gonna swatch a few of them. I'm gonna swatch this blue, this royal blue, this purple, royal purple. I'm gonna swatch this color right here, and then I'm gonna do this one down here. Again, I can't pronounce the names, so don't clock me for not calling the names, please. Alright, so starting off with the blue. Wow. Then the purple, this orangey shade, ooh, and then this golden, brown golden, like a copper golden tone. This shade has shimmer in it, but as you see, it looks a little bit matte, but it has a little bit of shimmer in it. But the other three are, ooh. This red tone purple is very, very, very pretty. No, it's blue, sorry, blue tone purple. It's kind of iridescent, like wow. So very pretty. So it's just that I don't grab for this palette ever so often, you know, but I mean, the colors are very, 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 very beautiful. The next palette is then going to be the Saharan too. So for this palette, I grab for these neutral shades most, and then I'll dibble and dabble in the shimmer shades, but the one that I would say I use the most is definitely this one. I don't know, for whatever reason, this is not my favorite, but it's a pretty color just the same. And I'm gonna try this champagne color here, champagne orangey color. I'm gonna swatch the mattes as well. So starting off with the first one that I use the most, then this color that I've never used but is really pretty, and then this champagne orangey color, and then I'm gonna swatch the neutrals. So I'm gonna swatch it in this one first, then this one, then this one, and that's the order which I'm gonna put it on my hand. So this one first, the red one, and then the true brown. Wow, like, isn't these colors pretty? But as I said, it's not a must get palette, but it's very nice. Look at that blue green, it is so pretty. I don't know, this one is so pretty, but it's just not one of those colors that get the best use, you know. It's just, I'm sorry, I would, you know, I need to do better, but I have so much palettes. Nevertheless, I guess they realize that this palette on its own, without those matte shades, you wouldn't buy it, but those rich matte shades, they get you. So you see what I'm saying? It's just not one of those palettes. So the next set of palettes now is what I dig into for varying reasons, and I'ma just, alright, so they're used, let me just throw two in. So yeah, as I was saying, these two palettes, they're very beautiful and true to color, right? But they're new, so I've been playing with them mainly because, I mean, who doesn't love this type of violets palette? Like, it's borderline pastel-y, but then it's edgy and it's purple. You have a lot of blue tone purples, blue tone purples, but nevertheless, I did a look using this palette, and it's on my page and on my Instagram page, so you can definitely look at that if you want. I also did a look with this, but the only thing is that the picture wasn't the best quality because I took it after I went out with it. I had to like rush and do a look with it, so that was that. So I'm going to just swatch a few of them. Most of the shimmery colors are matte. Alright, so I'm just gonna do two from this palette. So I'm doing this one, it's really pretty, and this pink. Like, look at that already. I'm gonna swatch both of them. Wow, like, this pink right here is the bomb. Like, one swipe, like, and she did that, she killed that. This one is good too, it's just that I'm on my knuckles of my hand, so it just looks like that. So I'm going to choose two from the purple palette, and I'm going to choose these two shades. So the shimmery one here and the matte one here. Ooh. Wow. Yo, the mini palettes, one thing I can say is that they come through with the color payment. Even for, I don't expect any less from Juvias Place, but I mean, they come through like, sis, look at it. Sis, look at that. This purple looks almost silver, but it's so flattering. Like, when I put it on my eye, I was like, ooh, it gave me this icy, metallic, futuristic type of vibe, and I loved it. I live for that. Wow, I was wowed by it. Sorry, but not sorry. But you know, it's a very pretty color. It's not, if you're not someone who dabbles in makeup like I do, I would go for the berries more than the violets. That's that. So It's between the Afrique palette and the Saharan palette, and this is what they both look like. Alright, and the reason is for the same thing again. They don't look so, I mean, the palette for this one look bomb, and you just want to get it just because of the palette, but the colors, they're all over the place, you know. But I got it because it's Juvias Place. Like, I really like their palettes, I really do. And the Saharan, this is what it looks like. Again, as I see, the colors are beautiful, but I would definitely grab for other palettes to use them. But I definitely I like the shades. I've used the palette before. I love the golden shades in both. They're very beautiful. They are one of the most used shades in the palette. Okay, one thing though, if you realize Juvia's Place don't have a lot of black shade, Chad right here, Chad snatches your life from everything and everyone. Chad is that color, Chad is that shade. I'm gonna swatch it. The next close to black shade that they have is in the Warrior 2, and it's called Shanwata. I'm not sure. Don't clock me on that, please. Don't clock me on that. So I'm gonna swatch it. So this is Chad, and this is Shan. Oh my gosh, no. Shantua is better than the two. This is Shantua and this is Chad. For whatever reason, Chad ain't looking like what I know it's supposed to be. It looks better on the eyes. I'm telling you, Chad does. I've used Shawata. I'm not sure. Damn. I tell you, I wasn't good at pronouncing these names. Whew. But as you see, that's how they look. Chad and the other one from the Warrior 2 palette. Alright, so that's that for those palettes. Now I'm getting down to the palettes that I like the most, and not necessarily use a lot, but I really like. I love the Tribe palette, mainly because it's my favorite color, green. But the colors in this, trust me, they're very nice. Like, very nice. Like, it looks intimidating and like you would never use this a lot, but these two shades alone will make you want to get this palette. And the matte greens are very beautiful just the same. Let me just swatch it for you so you know what I'm talking about. Definitely. Tootsie, and you'll see how it looks. Like, look at that. Look at how we make it look. No, that color is, it has a punch, man. It have one little jab, you know. I think I'm gonna change my mind. I'm gonna put Changa onto Sand, which is this deep green shade. Like, look at that. I'm gonna put more. Ooh, like, please come for me. Like, look at those two different. Juvia's did something when they did this. Like, I really love this palette, and it's my favorite color. Like, I love the Tribe palette. I've used it so many times. Wow, that's all I can say. Wow. The next most used palette would be the Zulu palette. This is what it looks like. These are the shades, and see, I've hit pan on this yellow. This was the first yellow shade that I have before I have the others. I have used this color as a blush color mainly because another type of orange that I use for blush is finished, and I'm gonna show you that palette shortly. So I've been using mostly those colors from this palette. I've definitely used this purple a lot because it's a very playful purple. It's not the best shade of purple, but I mean, you can play with this purple can lighten up or brighten up a purple look, or you can add it, you know, this one goes very good with this pink, the yellow, and the orange. So I'm gonna swatch them on my arm. Purple, that's it. This pink, this yellow, and that orange. So you see, all of those colors are very pretty. They're very good, and for matte shades, I can't ask for anything more. Like, that's it. Like, they're doing it. They it, man, they it. Next palette I'm gonna say that I use a lot of is this neutral palette, and it's the Nubian palette. And this was one of my first palettes, and I used it a lot, even on clients too. So this palette definitely got a lot I used, but for whatever reason it's parked now, and I've been grabbing other palettes. I don't know why, but when I used to dig in this, as you see how messy it is, I digged into it. I really love this palette, and it's so beautiful. It has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 shimmer shades, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 matte shades, and they are beautiful. My next used palette is the Warrior 2, and I just recently broke this eyeshadow and I haven't fixed it. It's the first palette that I've ever broke from Juvias Place. No joke. It's just life. So I can't really like hold it, so you see, I don't want it falling out. That's what it looks like. This is the palette that I use most days that I'm going to work, because it's just neutral and you can just get a simple matte look and you still look fabulous going to work. So that's that for that palette, because I'm done brokey. Moving on with life. My next favorite palette is this blush palette, and I don't use it just for blushes, but I use them as shadows too. Especially when I'm running late, I would put on this color for a bronzy color, and then I would highlight with these, and sometimes I will use both of these 3 shades on my eye. I use this, let me tell you about, so this is the orange that I tell you that I finished, like hit pan. See it there, hit pan, not even nothing left in them. I dig now the sides just to get like a color. Yeah, so this is the orange. If you're somebody and new to makeup and you don't really go into the blush and whatever, trust me, a deep orange shade does the trick. Trust me, like you would look sun-kissed, is that the word? You will look a little bit, you don't look so bronzed, but at the same time you have a hint of color on your cheek. That is beautiful. And if you want to go deeper than that, Neo, which is this one right here, beautiful. I'm gonna swatch them for you. Try dig. Jesus God, this is really bad, Chanel. This is really bad. Like, so just swatch both of them, what me can get out of them. So this is the orange shade. That's all I could get. And this is the other shade. Whoa. I'm wearing a little bit of this Neo on my cheeks. I don't know if it's not picking up so much. I'm probably too far. But one of my favorite palettes. I use it every day. Like, yeah. And the last palette that I have, which is my most used palette. When I say most used, I mean I hit pan on, I didn't hit pan on a lot of them, but I used up a lot of them. This is the second one of this palette that I have. The first one, I just like, I was like, this looked too tacky right now, too much. It looked similar to this one, but the reason I haven't changed this one is because I haven't purchased it yet, but I'm gonna do so soon. But you see that these two shades right here, so for blush, they are beautiful, trust me. And then these golden shades, and when me never have more Juvias Place palettes and me did one little color for my eye or under my eye, this blue was it, and this green on top of my eye was beautiful, beautiful. Trust me. Me love this Nubian 2 palette. Trust me. So me definitely, I think these two palettes were my first 2 sets of palettes, and trust me, for me dash away the old one of this, and this still not look so tacky. Like, me I tell you, it did look bad. I love. If I'm supposed to tell anybody, yeah, you don't really jump into color yet, but you still want a pop of color, I would say go for this palette, especially because you can use these 2 shades for blush. Can use it golds to highlight, especially if you have a skin tone like mine. You definitely can get away with that. So this is this palette. I'm gonna swatch a few of them so you see what I'm talking about. I'm gonna swatch this. No, I gone with the green already. So this is the olive green right there. This is this true golden tone right there. This blue, this orange shade that I said I would use as a blush, and then this purpley one, red tone purple. Yep, this is beautiful. These are the shades. That's what they look like. Love them. And that's it. Yeah, so that's it for all my Juvias Place palette. All 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 18 19 20, all 20 palettes. That's that right there. If if you like this video, if you like the content that's in it, if you like a particular Juvias Place palette that I've showed you, definitely comment below whichever one was your favorite or is your favorite, or if you just have a question to ask about them. Trust me, I use them wholly hard. There's not a question I don't think I can answer about these palettes in terms of using them. So again, my name is Elle Shenelle Beauty. Elle Shenelle Beauty on Instagram, Elle Shenelle on Snapchat, and yeah, I'm not a Twitter girl, and I'm not on TikTok yet, at least not like that. I might use it, but enough of me rambling. Definitely have a good evening, a good time. Do something that makes you happy, or I don't know, if I have another video, watch it, see what you like. Bye.